Hello and welcome to today's episode of A Beer and a Tune, episode 8 in a continuing series. I am your host, JP Spencer. Well, it's happened. About 10 days ago, I became the part owner of a brewery. Now it's time for me to explain. So, I know I've told you before about Eagle Park Brewing Company that used to be in a big warehouse type building at First and Beecher here in Milwaukee, over in the the friendly confines between Bayview and Walker's Point, two very nice neighborhoods in this city. That area is coming under some work, but for the last 5 years, unbeknownst to me and how this particular brewing operation worked, we've had a brewery cooperative in that building since 2016, and it turns out that just about anybody can be an owner, so I paid the fee, and there's my letter. Congratulations, I now own a brewery. So, New Barons Brewing Cooperative, as you can tell, it's a cooperative. When you join the cooperative, what you tend to do is you become an owner. I had quite the ceremony a few Saturdays back. They give you a big sash that says the Baron, and you wear that sash apparently until somebody else in the bar becomes a member owner, or you just get tired of the sash. I fell into the latter category because I just don't look good in a miscongeniality type sash going across my body, but it was very much appreciated. I got beer in a little tankard that they serve at the bar for the New Baron, hence the name. And now I get discounts on some of their beer releases. They make some special beers at special times. They've got a Bock beer coming out very soon that I hope to be enjoying. They have about 8 different beers on tap. Now, the way they do growlers is like this. This is the New Barons can that was created for me when I was at the brewery a few days ago. And what you can do is you can pick any of their tap beers. They currently have 8 tap beers available when their tap room is open. Closed Monday and Tuesday. They've got varying hours. They're open about 31 hours a week between Wednesday and Sunday. Obviously, Friday and Saturday are going to be the longer days of that week. But you can get... They basically have the cans and they put some tap beer in it and they top it off. And there we go. We've got a pint of beer. Now, this particular beer that I'm going to be sampling from my brewery, my new co-op brewery, is a beer called It's 5 a.m. Somewhere. It's a little bit of a turn of phrase on the old standard of It's 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 a.m. Somewhere, as you might have been able to guess, is a coffee porter. And I just liked the taste of this when I was in the tasting room a little while ago, and when I decided that I was going to announce to the world that I am a part owner of a brewery and that I would introduce a beer from my new brewery in my new brewery glass, $5 at the bar, I would give you something a little bit different. They had a pecan porter. I have a few cans of that in the fridge too. I got that more for my wife Leslie, who has sampled a pecan porter from another brewery in the past and wanted to try it. I kind of poured that sloppily, but there is your New Barons. It's 5 a.m. Somewhere coffee porter. Now, the good thing is that if you go into the co-op and you become a member of the co-op, once you're in the tap room, you get discount beers as long as they're open. You get emails about new releases. You even get a chance to assist in the direction of the brewing co-op as well. It's open to people who have an interest in home brewing, and they allow for that input if you've got a good idea. Now, I learned just enough about home brewing to understand that in order to save my wife a lot of heartache and hassle, I'm not going to go into home brewing. I learned just enough about it to see that it was going to burn a lot of my weekends. It was too much work. So I'll just stick to drinking beer. Thank you very much. But New Barons Brewing Co-op, again, First and Beecher. You can find them on the first floor. They make several beers. They, of course, like every other microbrewery, they rotate the menu a little bit. They come up with some new things. This is It's 5 a.m. Somewhere coffee porter, 5.5% alcohol. And as you can tell, as a porter, it's going to be nice and dark. And I can tell you that as a coffee porter, When I drink this, I'm probably going to be up until about 2 a.m. watching reruns of Canon. New Barons Brewing Co-op, since 2016, my brewery. It's 5 a.m. somewhere. Yes, there are those coffee notes. Those coffee notes are not subtle. If you are looking for a coffee aftertaste, that is what you're looking for. I know that that is an acquired taste. I happen to like black coffee. My wife thinks that I'm a little nuts, but that's the way it goes. I'm an easy date. What can I say? And that is the beer for this week. Stay tuned for the tune. So for this week's song, I thought I'd give you a little number about a metaphysically perfect drive-through fast food experience that I had many years ago here in Milwaukee. It was at a Wendy's not too far from where I'm sitting. The guy who was working the drive-through that night was a guy named Ron, if his name tag is to be believed. And it was just a fantastic experience. And Leslie was in the drive-through lane with me, and I said, I'm going to write a song about Ron. And she said, you're not going to write a song about Ron. So here's a song called Here's to Ron. I don't know where Ron is. Ron, if you're listening to this and you ever worked at the Wendy's not too far from here, this one's for you. When I want a chicken sandwich in the middle of the night, I have only found one person who can always get it right. Here's to Ron, that dude is on. He'll crack a smile, tell a joke, leave the mayo off the bun. Here's to Ron, he never gives me a tomato, but I have a big old Play-Doh, big potato. Here's to Ron. And when the world is looking hungry as the moon is in the sky, and some french fries and some chili is all you need to get on by. Here's to Ron, our favorite son. He serves it hot, he serves it cold, whichever way you want. Here's to Ron, he gives you ice for your raspberry lemonade. His gloves are very sanitary. Here's to Ron. And if you only want a frosty Ron's a man who pulls a lever to do a fake voice in the microphone. You think you're rather clever. Now this part of the song is about my vision of the afterlife, where I wear a bathrobe and I pull out Wendy's spicy chicken sandwiches out of my pocket. And it goes something like this. And when I'm wearing my new bathrobe in the land forever after, I'll reach into my pocket, grab a sandwich, start some laughter. I'll say hello to friends I made and people I have found, who might have been the ones I missed on my first time around. I'll slap a back or two and catch a trolley at the station, and then I know I'll finally have more than one destination. And if there comes a day when my left pocket comes up empty, I know the man to see to give me sandwiches aplenty. I'll be seeing Ron. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the beer. Enjoy the chicken sandwiches. See you soon.